okay? Hi everyone, welcome back to Losing in Love Season 1, Episode 10, Part 2, okay? So I'm gonna pick up from where we left off on the other side, where somebody was calling in on behalf of their sister to say their sister is in an abusive marriage. The guy paid lobola and they've been together for 10-15 years, but the guy beats up the sister every chance he gets, and the sister does not want to leave the guy, because even now as we speak, the sister is brutally beaten up. She's run away. She's at the other sister's place, and she's battered. The husband has battered her, so she wanted advice on behalf of her sister, okay? So yeah, that's where I don't know if I should repeat all the way back, because I realized as I was talking and giving advice that actually I'm all alone here. Nobody is hearing me, because I was kicked out of the live. So I will start it all the way back to the advice that I was giving from the beginning. But I would like to believe that from the caller's side, she was done with what she wanted us to advise her on. And what I want to say to her is that I'm gonna repeat myself. I may not say word for word, but I will try. Somebody who is in an abusive relationship is not different to somebody who is addicted to drugs, because we judge people who are in abusive relationships. We are very quick to judge them, to say, why are you not leaving these abusive relationships when this guy is gonna kill you? The same way that we judge people who are on drugs, to say, why are you taking these drugs when you know that they're gonna kill you? It is more psychological than it is physical. The abuse is manifesting on the physical, but this guy invested so much in making her believe that she is nothing without him first, before he can lay hands on her and turn her into a batter that she is now. You understand what I mean? So it's deep. It's deeper than what we are seeing on the surface. It's deeper than us seeing somebody bruised and saying to her, listen, this guy is going to kill you one day, okay? Because this person really, really believes that they cannot live with the person who is abusing them, right? That is why they would rather suffer the abuse, because they know that the abuse, they get injured, they heal, they go back to normal. But if they lose this person, they lose them forever. Same as somebody who always gets high. Okay, they would rather go back and do drugs and know that, no, it's fine, I just want to take one nyana so that I can be okay nyana, without knowing that once they take that one nyana and they're okay and they go back to normal, they still gonna go back. So same applies to somebody who is being abused. They always take the abuse, because when they heal, they think that they can handle the pain, because the pain will heal. But they can't handle losing this person, because they genuinely believe that they can't live with the person who is abusing them. So we are quick to judge these people. We are quick to throw in the towel. We are quick to say things to them which are hurtful, and without us noticing, or without us being aware that the things which we are saying to the person who is being abused, to say, you are stupid, why don't you just leave this relationship? What is wrong with you? Can't you see what other women are doing out there? The one thing that we forget is that we are speaking to the person, but the damage which is done is not on the body that we are seeing, the scratches, the marks that we are seeing, but the damage is internal. It's rooted deeply inside the person who is going through these things. So the support that we now need to give these people is more psychological than physical. You can take them to the clinic, you can help them nurse their wounds, but that doesn't really make much of a difference, more than when you give somebody emotional support when they're going through physical abuse, and that is one thing that a lot of us neglect. We don't give people emotional support. We throw in the towel on them, we abandon them, and we are just mad at them. We are angry at them because we tell them, you're gonna die, and you're gonna leave your kids behind. And we think that when we say that, we are showing them how much we love them, and they don't love themselves. And we are forgetting that we are dealing with somebody whom emotionally they are done with her. They've finished her emotionally. This person, the abuser, the culprit, has already conquered the person they're abusing physically, emotionally, before they can conquer them physically. You understand what I mean? So the support that these people need when somebody's being abused, the support that they need is you to show them love even when they're still in abuse. Even when they're coming with bruises, you show them love. Even when the bruises have healed, you listen to them, you give them an ear. You be quick to offer them an ear, to listen to them, even though they're going to be whining and complaining about the same person over and over again. Because when we abandon them and we throw our hands, we make them believe that the only person who can ever be there for them and love them and not judge them is the person who is hurting them, is the person who is abusing them. As a result, they will always go back to the same person who's abusing them until that person kills them. Like, I don't know how many cases have you seen, even in your neighborhood, where somebody was being beaten up, but when they get healed, they still go back. They get beaten up, when they get healed, they still go back. Because that person has already conquered them emotionally more before they can conquer them physically. By the time somebody beats you up and they kill you, they've already defeated you emotionally, because they've made you believe that you are their bitch. They've made you believe that you are their slave. They've made you believe that there's nothing you can do without them. And with us family members coming and adding on to that, by us not supporting these people, that's when now they come and they always go back to these people that are abusing them. So what I'm saying to anybody out here who has somebody, including the lady who was calling, the lady who called previously to say, what advice can you give this person? I'm not going to give advice to this person who has been abused. I'm going to give advice to you who is supposed to be supporting this person who is being abused, to say, be there for them. Offer them psychological help. Take them to a psychologist. Don't deal with it on a physical. Because on the physical, you're not going to conquer it. That is why they keep going back to this person. Because you want to conquer them on the physical. You want them to look at their broken bones and you say, you see how broken your bones are? This man is going to kill you. And you think that's going to hold water. And it's not going to hold water. What's going to hold water is you being kind to them always. Is you supporting them always. Is you not judging them when they go back to the same person who wants to kill them. If you show them that they can trust you with you not judging them, then bit by bit, you make them believe that actually that person who's abusing them is not the only person who is there for them. You are there. You have so much more to offer them than the person who's abusing them. Because when we always throw in the towel and we tell them these things and we're angry at them, when we show our frustrations, we're actually pushing them to the person who is abusing them. Because remember, after they've been abused, the person who's abusing them will be nice to them. And they need somebody to be nice to them. Mararuna, as the family, we are not nice to people who are being abused because we are angry at them, because we already know where this person is going to go back to the abuser. Do you understand what I mean? I hope that answers you. I hope that answers you. I hope it makes sense. If there's anything else that anybody would like to add on to what I've said, please do. And also on the comment section of the other platform where this will be posted, please do comment down below to say, what else can you add on? What other advice can you give somebody who's dealing with a sister who continuously goes back to an abusive man who beats her to a pulp over and over again? What can you do? What support can you offer her? Because at this point in time, it is completely pointless for me to give advice to somebody who is not themselves. Because I would like to believe that somebody who keeps going back to be abused by the same person is not themselves. We need to now find ways and means to support them. Can we empower the support system, the support structure for the person who is not themselves? And that is all I can say for the lady, our last caller. And now I can see that we don't have any guests. We don't have any guests, guys. We don't have any guests. So all the people who were on the list on the other side, they didn't come back here. I don't know. So basically that means our Losing in Love program will have to end quicker or earlier or sooner, because we don't have more people who are here. The people who left that side did not come back this side. And okay, let's just wait maybe a minute or so. But while we wait, I would just like to remind the family here that we are still having our camp, our Loving Yourself Back to Life camp, which is from the 9th to the 11th of December 2022. That is my birthday weekend, but it's not about me. It's about the people. It's about the agency of people needing help, people needing to find ways to love themselves back to life. The 3-day camp, the 3-day camp is all about teaching and learning. Literally, you see this that we are having here, this losing in love program that we're having in here over the small screens. We're gonna be having this in real life. We're gonna be having this sitting around the fire. We're gonna be doing activities together which say, let's demonstrate how to love yourself back to life. Like your sister who is in an abusive relationship, she could do with something which is going to come in and with some exercise of some sort, a mental and physical exercise which triggers her to love herself back to life. These are the type of things that should be that people should be attending, so that you love yourself back to life. If you don't know where to start, join us on our camp. Check out my profile picture, the poster of the details of the camp. If you would like to donate to somebody, also please check out the details on the poster to say how can you help somebody love themselves back to life. You can love yourself back to life. If you are available, you come there. You can donate and help somebody love themselves back to life if you feel like you want to make a difference. You can shout, obviously, but when it comes to donating, we can't help everybody, but a few that we will feel like, listen, this is a matter of life and death, this is urgent, then we can offer those free slots for people to come. Because honestly speaking, on my side, it's not even about making money, because I'm not even making money out of this thing. It's not even about me just wanting to push content. It's all about the agency of what God has laid in my heart and what has laid in my hands, to say, I need you to speak to my people. I need you to hold each other's hands. I need you to encourage my children to love themselves back to life, because I love them. I love them enough to love themselves back to life, okay? And you're gonna do it. So I am availing myself as a tool, and I'm saying, yes, Lord, I will do it. So basically that is it about our camp. We have somebody who would like to come in here. I hope everybody's clear on the camp. Hi. Hello.
Hello, Madam Speaker. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, my love?
Hi, Madam Speaker. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, honey?
I'm good. Yeah. I've been following your story on TikTok,
Mm,
but I just joined your live now. I'm not sure if you touched on this, but I have this challenge. When you have siblings and you have friends and family who are going through not necessarily physical abuse, but emotional abuse.
yeah.
And by all means, you try to highlight these things. How do you really, really help those people? Because at that stage where they are going through such things, they feel that certain things has to be said to them so that they can wake up. But the manner in which it's been, communicated to them, it's literally belittling them, affecting their self-confidence, affecting who they want to become as a person. So for me, I feel like, emotional abuse, psychologically when someone is wounded, that take recovering from that alone, it's such a massive thing. So
Mm.
how do we help our sisters? How do we help ourselves?
I think, did you just come in now? You didn't hear anything that I said previously before you came in.
Yeah, I just came in now when you're talking about people requesting, and I got a glimpse of the
Oh,
physical abuse healing from that.
yeah.
So yes.
I think I would hate to repeat that, because then when I have to now
Mm,
post it on other apps, it would literally just be like I would be
yes.
sounding like a scratched CD, some type of
Mm-hmm.
thing like that. But I think what I've just shared now, regarding programs like this that we are having, which is a camp, this would be great
Yes.
for something like that, because now we're teaching people how to love themselves back to life. And also,
Mm,
I would advise that maybe, excuse me, you catch up this live on YouTube so that you can get the part that you missed, because I was saying that the
mm,
best thing you can do for somebody is just to show them love and so show them support. I know it's frustrating for you to watch somebody
yeah.
you love losing their lives like that, and they don't see that they're going, but you can see that they're going. But
Mm,
you being frustrated is actually you pushing them in the hands of the abuser. So you literally have to just
yeah.
support them and and end their trust so much that they know that they can trust you more than they can trust the abuser. Once you overcome that, once you go past that scale, then I'm telling you, you are one step ahead, and you can always win somebody over like that. You show them all the support, every support that you need, because they need, because a lot of us, we're frustrated because, like, can you not see what this person is doing to you? Can you not see that you are
Yeah.
dying because of this person?
Mm.
Can you not see that I'm about to lose you and I'm not ready to lose you? So it's frustrating
Yeah.
for you as well. But you have to always keep calm. You have to remember that whatever it is that you do, you have to do something that this person will now learn to trust you and see that actually this is where the light is at. This is where life is at, you know. So yeah, basically
Yeah.
you will just go all the way back and catch up, but in a nutshell, it's what I just shared with you now.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for your
You are
time.
most welcome. Please do check out my poster. If there's anybody that, if you can, I would also like to encourage people to support their family members. If you know that
Yeah.
where now you don't
Mm.
need to be attending a camp like this, like it's not nothing hectic happening on your side, but you know somebody's going through something, you can offer them something like this to say, listen, I can do this for you, or if you don't want to do it alone, I can come and do it with you. I think that would also show how much you really want them to live, you know.
Yeah. No, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, my love. I really appreciate you being here. Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, bye. Okay, let us take another one. Let us take, hi. How much time do we have? We have
Oh,
less than 20 minutes. Hi, honey.
hi.
I'm hoping that we can get two people from the time that is remaining, because exactly 9 o'clock on the dot, my everything is gonna go, because load shedding is gonna hit this side. So yeah, you can go ahead and do your thing. Summarize your
Yo,
thing.
I don't even have a thing. Okay, since today people are talking about the wake up call, how
Mm,
to wake up, when to wake up. Okay, I still have this fresh wound, but I know I can be able to talk about the wake up call, like the wake up. When did I wake up?
mm-hmm,
I still remember my mom tried to convince me to come back home.
mm,
Okay, long story short, I'm staying with this somebody. I stay 3 houses from my home,
mm,
but he can lock me out and I can't go home. I'd rather stay at the back of the rooms until he comes back and unlock the rooms than
mm,
come back home, because I just can't. Because
mm,
I've already introduced him to my daughter. I,
mm,
I, I, I I can't stand the thought of introducing a new person
mm,
in my daughter's life.
mm,
Until this other day, I'm lying on bed and he's having his shitty calls talking about me in front of me.
mm.
And then in the middle of those calls, he said, okay, let me quote in Venda. Arali a songo fa a tshi ṱalana na khotsi ya ṅwana wawe, ndi mini tshine tsha ni ita uri ni vhone unga a nga fa a tshi ṱalana na nṋe we a ṱangana naye a mukegulu.
Wow.
Those words.
Mm,
I was just there, tingo fhindula tshithu. Nda fhumula until he went out. Nda I cried. And in the middle of crying, that's where something hit me that no man,
mm.
he's right. If I didn't break up, if I didn't die when I broke up with my baby daddy, what made me think all this long time that breaking up with him would kill me?
Yeah, okay, let me just translate for those who are asking, or can we translate? So what she's saying is that the boyfriend was speaking about her on the phone while she was there in her presence, saying if she didn't die after she broke up with her baby daddy, what could necessarily kill her if I break up with her, because I met her when she was this old. She was a salugazi. She was, yeah, she's old like that. Somebody saying that about you while you're there. So that's what she says. You may continue, my sister.
So in the middle of crying, that's where I realized that no man, I've been in this shitty relationship. It was no longer a relationship, but it was a relationship.
Mm,
And all along, I'm doing it for my daughter because you are already in my daughter's life. But
mm,
my biggest fear has been failing my daughter. But
mm.
honestly speaking, I failed my daughter the day I decided to break up with her dad.
No, not
Because
even.
if there's something that's gonna kill her, it's
Mm,
when she's having conversations with other kids and they say,
mm,
my mommy and daddy this. She will
mm,
never have to say that. But if I break up with this one, this guy is not her dad. She knows that this guy is not her dad. So I've already failed her. So all along, my biggest fear has been nothing.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was
basically.
my wake-up call. And then I broke up with him while I was still staying with him. I went through the depression while I was still staying with him. I was
And women
waiting
do
for
that,
one
do that.
last push.
Mm.
I did that. You know, we used to fight and he'd go outside and I would hold his hands and I would beg him not to go. I would tell him, no, please, let's not do this. Let's not fight. I don't want to fight you. Let's fix things. You know, at that moment, he called me and he's like, can you come? I want us to talk. I went there. He expected me to beg him like I usually did. He said, I'm at a point where I feel like we should break up. So you can start packing your things if you don't mind. And I've already went through the breakup, remember? I said, okay. He was watching TV while he said those words. He turned off the TV and he looked at me. He said, did you understand what I said? I said, yes, I did. I said, okay. And I went like that. And I the only time I went back, it's when I was fetching my things. And because I had supportive parents, my mom was like, you're not going to carry your bags on the street while everybody's watching you. While you are done, when you are done packing your things, call me. I'll come fetch you. I packed my things. I called her. She came. She fetched me. You know, after that, she's like, are you okay? I said, yes, I'm okay. She said, let's go shopping. You know, I appreciate the kind of parents I have. I wish we had so much like them in our generation. That way, less women would settle for less than they deserve when they know they're being loved enough at home.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, you just don't have to say something like that because all the love, your parents are giving you all the love. But I know that it's a psychological thing for you to think that, you know what, at least my daughter deserves to have what I had. But we are not the controllers of life. It's always that things work out the way that we want them to work out. I mean, we have supportive parents, we have loving parents, but our relationships didn't work out, and it's okay. What you need to do is just to be accepting, just acceptance, and you to accept that. Listen, things didn't work out for me the way that it did for my parents, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whew.
but I'm so glad that you actually came out of this. Um, it's not easy. I'm not even gonna judge you, but I'm so glad for you that you are actually speaking from a point where you have gotten up from that
Mm,
because yeah, that's one deadly situation. Bravo to you for actually coming out of that and keep going, keep going strong. And also there's one thing that I would like to go back to that you mentioned there, to say you failing your child because the dad, you gave up with the dad and everything. It's not even about that, okay? Because if it was up to us, the only thing that you need to do with your child is to communicate. Kids understand these things. Kids are
mm,
more understanding than we think. Don't think your child won't understand when you explain to them. The only reason why kids act out and they start throwing tantrums and they don't understand, it's simply because we don't communicate with them. They think we hate them.
mm,
They think we don't love them. We don't love nice things for them because we don't communicate with them. Listen, speak to a child in a language they will understand. Tell them, baby, do you know that families are not always like this? There's not always a mom and a dad in every family. Some families don't have a mom and a dad. Some families only have a grandmother. And that is just how life is. And we don't get to control and choose. We desire to have this, but we can't always have what we desire. And that is how life is. You are going to see this as you are growing older, okay? If you communicate these things with your child, I'm telling you, you will not be blaming yourself. You will not be beating yourself up. You will not be moving to the next relationship hoping that you don't fail your child, because you did not fail your child, okay? Life happened to you because you are alive. The only thing that that could stop life from happening to you is if you die, okay? For as long as you're still alive, you need to understand that life is going to keep happening to you and anything can happen to you, and just say it's okay and embrace that, and make sure that you involve your child. Children should not just exist. They should be here, and we should listen to them. We should see them, they're here, they should be present, but we should hear them when they speak. We should speak them as if we are speaking to adults, because the childhood traumas that we are healing from now are things that were ignored, or we were ignored when we were kids because people thought we are too young to understand. Kids understand. Speak to your child and you won't have to beat yourself up about anything. And when you move to the next relationship and it's not working out, you will walk like Johnny Walker, honey. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
You're most welcome, and I love you so much. Okay, keep well, keep pushing, keep being strong, and just aluta continua, my baby.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
You're welcome. Okay, let's take the last one, guys. And we only have 8 minutes left because the load shedding is gonna hit and the lights are gonna go off, and unfortunately, we're gonna have to end the live. So we can't do not even a minute beyond 9 o'clock because of the load shedding. Okay. I suppose all the callers are gone now because I saw there were some people, but now there's nobody here. I would just like to say that in closing, yeah, keep working. If it's not working out, keep working. Don't beat yourself up about relationships that didn't work out. Nobody gets into a relationship for it to fail. Nobody gets into a relationship for it not to work out. Nobody wants to bring kids, to raise kids on their own. Okay, some people do that because they just want to have kids. They don't care about who they're having kids with. But majority of us, we have kids because we actually even planned these kids. We drink fertility tablets for these kids because we want to have stable homes. We want to have, if our parents were together, we want to have that which our parents have. If our parents were not together, we want to do better than what our parents did. But at the end of the day, our intentions are always pure. Our intentions are always good. We always want what is best for us, okay? And it doesn't always work out that way. And I think that's where we need to start. We need to accept that even when you bring a child to this world, it's not always that things are going to work out the way that we want them to work out. And that's okay. You need to accept that. Let me tell you, if you accept that, that is the secret to you being okay with a lot of things. That is a secret to you dodging a lot of bullets, unnecessary pressures, unnecessary stresses, by just you accepting that life is for the living. Life happens to those who are living. And if life happens to you, you live through it, okay? Because there's no manual and there's nobody who is better than anybody. Just because it's working out for somebody else doesn't necessarily mean they're better than you. It simply means the grace has allocated them, and that's okay. Okay, so that's just how life is. And yeah, I think with that being said, guys, because the electricity is gonna go off any minute, that will be it. At least today we get to end it on a very beautiful note. In closing, for those who are going to be watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for liking, for commenting, for sharing, for subscribing, and for hitting the bell. Until we meet again on the next episode, same time, same place. Every Thursday at 7 to 9 we are live on TikTok recording. Hopefully we're going to be able to port it to YouTube as well and record on both sides eventually. We're gonna get there. See you next week, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. We'll meet on the streets, okay? We'll be on the waiting, on the roads, on the streets. Keep well. I love you. God bless you. For those who have paid for the camp, I really appreciate you guys. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait for this life-changing movement that we are on. For those who still wanna sign up for the camp, you can contact Corner Adventures. The number is there on my. If you check my profile picture there, you will see all the details of what is happening from the 9th to the 11th of December 2022 at Hartbeespoort Dam. Yeah, I love you. I appreciate you. Good night and God bless.